Last, but again, not least, dialogue, the fourth consequence of recognizing human dignity, and the fourth consequence of a culture of peace is also a consequence of the democratic world law under the Earth Constitution, and that is now people will be able to dialogue with one another. No longer strategic language between nations, diplomacy, and so on. That's not what it's all about, right? What we need to do as human beings is find an institutional and cultural and subjective uh, world environment in which we're really able to dialogue and come to mutual understanding. So the very passage that I just read to you from Article 10 of the Constitution also facilitates dialogue. People who can meet under the equality of, conditions of equality and dignity. Right? Discourse is no longer a strategic maneuvering as it is in the UN and so on. We have the capacity to really talk, and so real dialogue. Right, the World Parliament will have people from 1,000 electoral districts around the world. It'll have a House of Counselors, 200 wise people from around the world. It'll have a House of Nations, people from every nation there in the World Parliament. And the conditions are set for them really to be able to talk with one another and come to a mutual understanding because they're there on behalf of the common good of humanity and its future. Okay, so I think that's the last slide. Yeah, next slide, please. So in conclusion, I want to point you. There's the website, the new website for www.earthconstitution.world. The WCPA has joined together with the Earth Constitution Institute, and I want to urge you to reflect on the idea that the Earth Constitution can serve as a gold standard for peace leadership and education. Right, that peace leadership and peace education is not adequate. Just on the subjective level or just on the cultural level. We also need to have a vision of institutionalized peace on the planetary level. And that, in my mind, that's the role of the Constitution for the Federation of Earth. So thank you very much for your attention. If I don't know, do we have time for questions or how do we proceed from here? Thank you, everybody, very much.